back to Scorched Earth on small tribes. I know you guys want official. I'm trying to get into an official tribe at the moment. There's a lot of processes to go into that, and the center's coming out in like a month as well, so there's that as well. However, today in the video we're going to do something we haven't done on Scorched Earth yet, and that is go for tames that are specific for Scorched Earth. The tames on this are like the Mantis and the Wyvern. They're probably the only two that I actually care about that are specific to Scorched Earth. The Mantis is great for defense and for attacking bases. You can actually soak bases with gauntlets on mantises these days, as long as the people don't realize that you can grapple stuff in. We're also going to work on the base. I'm going to farm up so much ARB and so many turrets that this whole base is going to be 100 heavy turrets. We don't have tech and we can't get tech. However, if we can get 100 turrets and fill those up to cap, we might stand a chance, because the alphas are asking for attacks. And in my opinion, I don't agree on taxes on servers. We owned an island and we never asked for attacks. We lived our life, we farmed our own stuff, and we weren't lazy about it. That's just how it is. So we're on a bit of a rocky grounds at the moment. We've agreed to the tax just so we can chill and play Scorched Earth, but things could change. So let's get into it and let's get farming. Also, I'd like to mention that the tribe that I'm with actually offered to be friends with the guys to try and offer them some tames on transfer to, as a trade, be friendly and everything like that, because they do own an island server. So our thoughts was we could be friends, we can live together on the server, not attack each other, not defend each other either, just kind of live as two separate tribes. However, they wanted to force attacks upon us, and I don't know, that just rubbed us the wrong way. Later on, we actually realized that the tax keeps going up. The tax keeps changing. They keep saying that one tribe's 80 talons a week. 80 talons. When I was farming talons on here, the wyverns weren't spawning enough, and I was lucky to get 20 to 30 a week if I'm lucky. So we've agreed on 10 a week, and to give them the artifact from here whenever they needed it, because we can't get tech and they want tech, and it's something you can do to secure our spot on here. However, that soon becomes not enough for them, and you'll see that in the next video. While I was online, some of the turrets that I had made I decided to put outside. We wanted to have a few out here to make sure that we couldn't just get cave locked instantly. I know golems are an issue and they can soak heavy turrets like they're nothing. Once a golem is on your heavy turrets, it's basically GG. I had to go find a bunch more pels that were down at Blue Obby because Red Obby had turrets on it, so I had to go find some more of that and then farm everything else to make more and more turrets. However, I didn't get too many pels because it wasn't in the boosted rates. It wasn't the weekend. It was a day during the week, and the rates were just kind of horrid. I wasn't getting heaps of them, but I got some.
I want to jump down this Stego, see how far I get.
We're out taming Rexes with the hope that they would allow us to get tech. They would give us stuff to start getting tech and actually be friends on the server. Later, we found out that wasn't a thing. Do you want to see that base I was telling you about? There was a little base we could raid. It didn't quite have turrets, it had metal. But sometimes those bases can actually give you some really good profited loot. Did you end up dying, Val?
I'm grappled up here. Need to go loot those on my...
Heaps of hide. Heaps of hide. 4C4. I mean, they got stuff, man.
222 silent, jeez.
So surprisingly, there was actually heaps of loot here. There was a lot of stuff that we actually needed because we are still building up. We've only just gone into this cave not long ago, so we need everything we can get. And surprisingly, he actually had some stuff. We think that this guy logged off and gave up because all his tames were thrown out. There was just empty cryos. But then it was time for me to head over to the desert to go find some mantis. To go tame a bunch of mantis, see if I can get really good melee and HP for the guys for Island. I want them to be able to take it over to our island and use it for their defenses of their main server. Because if you have a mantis, you can knock out soakers, you can knock out people, and you can defend a lot easier. I love mantises as well. You guys know from the past on my official series where I used to be the mantis breeder back in the day. I love these things. They are such a meme. The things you can do with them are insane. Then it was time to farm metal. Me and Bao, we literally farmed so much in this tribe when we were on him and I, as soon as I got on, I'd type in chat or I'd go into voice chat and I'd say, hey, want to farm again? And we'd farm for like an hour straight and just fill all forges, all vaults, everything full of stuff, ready for more gunpowder, more turrets, more ammo, more C4, more rockets, and everything else we need. Some of the times I couldn't be on, so I wanted to maximize my time and help the tribe as much as possible. That's my goal. Help them in the short time I was on, but as much as I can. Be effective. So, we brought everything inside, and we chucked it all in the forges. It was time to start raising some of the Scorched Earth tames as well. We've got wyverns and we've got mantises going. Oh, so you had a bunch in there as well, and we had almost a fair bit. I hate when this happens.
Those and our theories back at home are gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to put me a little bit.
I'm trying to, but you're in like a... There you go. You're in like a corner.
Oh, I'm gonna try.
GG. Here goes Anki.
No, did Banky die?
It's about to.
No.
I got it out, but your thing died. So this was a base that someone had built right near our base. It's so close, it's in our farming run. So our guy died off the Anki to the turrets that they had. So I had to take out the generator. That was exposed, and it was time to raid this base as well to stop them from killing us while we were on our runs.
Bunch of pays.
This cryo fridge needs to be blown open. African Drug Lord is his name. Yeah, right here. Generator says it's still right here for me.
Bunch of spark powder. I don't know if it's worth taking back.
Oh, nice. 2 RGs of Doed and an Anki. 37 Anki. 257 RG. Once it has 63 Doed. So I had a weird bug when it came to the stuff that had blown up. It was still showing that it was there, but it was destroyed. I had to relog, and when I relogged, it was all gone. But now it was time to go find some treasure maps. These treasure maps are one of the best ways to find the best flak and weapons. Capped flak. I'm talking 1800 Dura max armor flak. It may cost a bit to craft, but it is insanely OP. This is one of the best ways to get capped flak. We had a full set of 1400 plus Dura flak BPs by the time we were like a couple weeks in. And now that they've added the Mapster Island, any creature that drops items in a bag could give a map. The Ascendant maps are insane. They're probably the best ones you can get. I checked out the Journeyman maps and they weren't quite as good. I think you have to go Mastercraft maps to Ascendant maps to get anything of insane value. The Ascendant maps are always the best, however the cost of the craft of any of those things is insane. So whether you don't care about the cost of things because you guys have a million bloody metal, then who cares? Go for it then. But I went for a few more maps just to kind of see what I could get, and like I said, anything that's not Ascendant or maybe Mastercraft isn't worth hunting. You don't get anything really good from it, in my opinion, from what I've seen. But let me know down below if you want me to go test it and go see what you get from all different types of maps and heaps of them. And maybe I will. I then came across a 145 Baby Wild Yudi. I thought, hey, I know it's probably better to tame the 145 and get the extra points, but this is a free baby. I can raise it, and it's just a Yudi. It's used to fear and it's used to encourage. Why not get it and get a free baby and raise it for my own? It's quite nice as well, actually. I was actually surprised. If this actually tamed out, it probably would have been insane. But I didn't have the stuff at the time to be able to go tame that Yudi. I was casually going around outside my base, killing Carnos and everything, trying to get maps from the inventories that they drop. I thought the more I can kill, the more maps I can get, the better flak I can get for the tribe, and we can be super strong and have insane BPs. Allow them to take that back to the island and store them over there for safekeeping. Then we can craft fully capped out flak, fight even more. However, little did I know, there was another base built near us and it almost killed me. So now I have to give this guy a bit of a warning. Either he leaves or I raid him. So I'm going to place down some turrets, push the golem close to his base and see what he says. I proceeded inside and grabbed one or two of our turrets that we had in here. We have heaps of ammo and we have heaps of spare turrets right now, so I'm going to chuck them out there with the generator. We can pick them up afterwards, or we can leave it as a pillbox outside. Either way, doesn't matter. I put the turrets down, pointing straight at his base. He might not even be able to leave his base now. I wonder what he's going to say when he sees turrets here and a golem waiting at his base, because if he doesn't move, I am wiping this thing. It's not hard to wipe when you've got a golem and it's a base up there. I can tell you now, that thing is going quick. Then he commented in chat and asked if I was about to raid him. I said, if you don't leave soon, I'm going to wipe you. So I proceeded to push the golem up and throw boulders at his base to scare him, to make him leave, to try and warn him that if he doesn't leave that he's going to get raided because he's too close to our base. He almost got my team killed just by being there, as if you don't realize that you live right next to a big base. However, he took the advice, grabbed all his stuff and ended up leaving. He left a couple turrets there that I had to warn him about, but he ended up coming back to go grab the rest of those and moving out completely. I have to give him a chance sometimes. He seems to be a solo guy. I didn't want to destroy him and destroy his spirit and ruin everything. He's been working hard as a solo grind, and you got to respect that. So I let him pick everything up and he moved on. Now that that guy had left, it was time for me to throw out some wyverns, to start raising some of these Scorched Earth tames, because I'm not in the tribe over an island. It's a full tribe over there. They just needed extra people for Scorched Earth. Didn't have enough people over here, and I enjoyed Scorched Earth. That's all I wanted to play at the time. I wanted to play the new map, so I was fine with it. However, this is the end of the video, and in the next video, you will see just how bad it gets. Be prepared, guys, because you know what's about to hit the fan, and it's about to hit the fan bad. I'll see you in the next video.